Hi, my lovely Geminis. You guys have the special privilege of being my first tarot reading on YouTube. I'm excited to do it. I don't know why Gemini is at first. I'm guessing because, there was that full moon in Gemini recently, and I'm a Gemini rising. And I don't know, I just kept thinking Gemini when I'm like, oh, I want to record. I should record. Who should I record first? And I don't know, y'all popped up. So I already shuffled and meditated on your cards. And this is for January 2017. At least the first half. But again, I'm recording this in the middle of December. So it could be energies from this point in time that are carried over into the beginning of January. So yeah, let's get started. I'm one of those people that let the cards fall out or flip out naturally. It's just how I feel like it works. All right, let's get started. Energies for Gemini, December 2000, January 2017. Energies for Gemini, December 2017. January 2017. January 2017. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. January 2017. January 2017. Gemini, January 2017. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. January 2017. Actually, well, let's set it there. Let's leave it there. Gemini, January 2017. Whoops. Lot flipped out there. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. I take most cards that fall out. It really depends on what I'm feeling or what I think is right. So I'll take all of those. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, January 2017. Okay, I'll just name the cards and then I'll try to build a story from there. In the center of the reading, we have the Two of Cups reversed, crossed by the Five of Pentacles reversed. Foundation, we have the High Priestess. Crowning, we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. In your past, we have the Six of Cups. Future, we have the Hermit reversed. You, we have the Ace of Cups. People around you, we have the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Hopes and fears, we have the Nine of Cups reversed, the Hangman reversed, the Devil, and the Ten of Wands. Possible outcome, we have the Chariot reversed. And the overall theme, the card at the bottom of the deck, was the Nine of Wands reversed. All right, the first message I get, again, since this is a general reading, I'll try to find as many threads as I can, but, of course, not all of these messages will resonate. If they don't, check your sun, moon, or rising. It depends. So one thread I'm getting is that there's a relationship here. There's a relationship here that it's either on the mend or it's ending. Now, if it's on the mend, I see some of you Geminis are probably with somebody that you've known for a while. And this is a true soulmate connection. But I feel like there's a truth that is coming up about this relationship. There's something that's unavoidable about this relationship. Maybe in the past, this situation, there's probably issues financially, there's issues structurally with the family. Either, you guys are having trouble paying bills, you guys are having trouble seeing eye to eye. And I feel like this is on your mind. This feeling of things needing to give. But I'm getting the feeling that you're not feeling well. Whoever I'm talking to, if you've recently been in, or if you are in a bad relationship, or if you're married to somebody, and you guys have had your problems, whether they be financially or just simply connecting with somebody else, I feel like there is something that there's a decision that is staring you right in the face. I mean, just the plain truth. And it's uncomfortable. What this Five of Pentacles in reverse is telling me is that this is a situation that needs to be shed in order for you to be able to move on. In order for you to feel like you're worth something. Because whoever you're with, you have a deep emotional connection with them. Cups represent emotions. Six of Cups is like traditionally like nostalgia, childhood or whatever, but I also see it as like being like just deeply emotionally attached to somebody in a way that just makes you feel like it's just pure love. And that's also what the Two of Cups is. But reverse, it's like that love isn't there. You guys aren't able to see each other, fill each other up emotionally. Maybe you're blinding yourself to the truth. A few of you might be blinding yourself to the truth, thinking that things are better than they actually are. Ignoring how empty this relationship feels to you. And instead only focusing on the outer appearance. When I see the Ten of Pentacles reverse, I just think of trying to keep up appearances. Pentacles reverse is just like you're presenting the image of stability when it's not there at all. Or you're deluding yourself into thinking it, or you're trying to achieve it when it just wasn't. It's not built on anything sturdy or durable. I'm getting the feeling that I'm getting, Gemini with the duality. I'm getting these two feelings about this, that either you see the truth, you know what needs to be done, and you have to shed yourself, you have to shed the relationship. Because I feel like for some of you, this relationship is making you feel like you're not worth anything. You feel worthless. You're tired. And you have this burden of you're having to give off this false front. But again, there's just so much love there. And you don't want to give up on this love. You want... That's... love, man. I mean, it sucks. As much as it's beautiful and as much as we all need it, and it's how important it is, it's just that... Is it love? I feel like that's a question you really have to ask yourself. What are you getting out of this relationship? Besides how you felt in the past. Because now I feel like things are now here in the present that a light needs to be shown on them, whatever. Something has to come to light. A revelation needs to happen. Something needs to be shed. And for others of you, it's just that, you see the truth in this situation. You're ready to dump it. It is not going to be easy. This, with any cups here, Six of Cups, especially the Six of Cups and Two of Cups, even if the Two of Cups is reversed, I just see as this being a difficult emotional decision. With a lot at stake with this Ten of Pentacles, even if it is reversed, this is a family. This is foundation. Regardless if it's functioning or not, this is something that has to come to an end. But ultimately, it's like, it's either your inner self-worth, which I feel like either you have none of, or you're not acknowledging your worth at all. Either that continues to suffer, or your love continues to suffer. So maybe some of you, you're going to try to work through this situation. It's not anything that you cannot work through. Because at the end of the day, you're not feeling good. You and your partner just aren't seeing eye to eye. So either the lines of communication need to be open. You need to open your eyes up to the situation and let your partner know that. Because, when I see the Two of Cups reversed, I just think of two people not compromising. Two people not being able to see eye to eye. But again, it's not impossible, because I feel like your worth is tied to this relationship. How you feel, how you value yourself is tied to this relationship. And it matters. It's weighing on your mind. And you don't want this thing to fail. It seems like it's too big to fail, ultimately. So that's the decision for you to make. For those that that message resonates with. For others of you, I just feel like you see the truth. You see the truth, but you might be acting sort of hastily. You might see a version of the truth, but you're not really analyzing it in the way you should. So what I want for any Geminis that are in a relationship that isn't at its best point right now, really see it for what it is and really analyze it and go deep. Try to see, we get it. I get it. In relationships, it's like some of us get so focused on trying to please the other person that we literally forget about ourselves. And Geminis are and Geminis, yeah, are people pleasers. You want harmony. You want everybody to get along and be happy. But ultimately, it's like, is it really worth it? Are you getting anything out of this? That's a tough question that you have to ask yourself. And I feel like if for those of you that are in relationships that have been, long term, hell, even if it's like a new relationship, I feel like maybe that relationship just didn't even start off right at all. And there's some questions that you need to ask yourself about that. So yeah, I mean, honestly, just own up to, like, face up to it. Face up to whatever challenge this is. Because I feel like with this 9 of Rods, some of you are just tired of fighting. You're tired. You just want to lay your wands down. You just want to just give up. But I don't think it's the time to give up. I do not think it's the time to just fold and make yourself blind to the situation. Because I only see not good things coming from that. Excuse me. Now, for those of you that aren't in a relationship or where that didn't apply, I feel like some of you are trying to reconnect to your soul source. I get the impression that some of you, especially when it comes to like creativity or starting something new, you guys are having this feeling that things aren't as good as they could be or as good as they are even. But I feel like some of you, you're starting to regain some of your worth. You're starting to you'll probably fall back in love again with a creative endeavor that you had in the past, or you might be meeting somebody new. You might be meeting somebody that's probably going to help you alleviate some of that. I don't see this person as like a love offer at all, but maybe just like somebody that's like that can sort of get those gears turning or whatever for you to start something new, fresh, and creative. But I feel like in order for you to do that, you're going to have to get rid of a lot of self-fulfilling prophecies, negative self-fulfilling prophecies, and really just be aware of the power that you have internally. As long as you just stay mentally aware and focused and balanced about that. And with this, I'm recording this like before the Mercury retrograde. So also when I see the Hermit in reverse, I just think of prematurely acting on things that you shouldn't probably act on. Like maybe you have done a lot of research or that you have analyzed as much as you need to. But for some reason, when I'm seeing that in the reverse here, I'm thinking maybe it's a little bit premature. Sorry. Or again, maybe it isn't. Because for those of you that are in tune with where you are intuitively, and I feel like if if you've allowed yourself to probably reconnect with something that resonates with you on a soul level, you'll be able to use this Hermit in reverse, use this quiet time that you maybe had. Maybe this is reflecting. Maybe you are reflecting on your financial situation, where you are creatively, or in your love life. This applies for people that are in relationships too, and really coming to terms with that and realizing that you know where you stand and you know where you need to go next in order to fully get where you want to be. You know, if you're in a relationship or you're married, how to make your home better, how to make your relationship better. You know, owning, being able to see each other eye to eye and talk truthfully, and not have one person, guilt or emotionally manipulate the other person into feeling some type of way, and you not guilting yourself and playing yourself essentially in the process to seeing things a certain way just because you don't want this relationship to end. You know, it's time to start asking tough questions, and it's time to start. If I can talk today, blah, blah. And it's time to start asking hard questions and getting some hard answers. Because that's all I'm seeing right now. Otherwise, you're just going to keep blinding yourself to the fact, and you're not going to take the proper steps to actually introspect and gain wisdom from this situation so you can move forward. And what I see moving forward is like just a new love offer, probably a new chance at your relationship getting better, or a new creative offer, or a new, just something that fulfills you emotionally. So I feel like that if some of you are able to really communicate with your partner and get them to see where where you're coming from in terms of finances, or in terms of why you two aren't really relating, why there's like this distance between you two, then I feel like there's no reason why your love shouldn't be born again. Or for those of you that are looking for love, realizing what you need to do in order to actually attract that love into your life. Because I feel like some of you, you were probably in a position of where, you just got rejected so often, or that, you're like, well, woe is me, the world sucks, why would anybody want to date me? You might find that new love offer. Or if you're trying to get something off the ground, but you were convincing yourself that it wasn't possible, if you find that self-worth and that inner confidence within you, then there's no reason why that new creative endeavor shouldn't come to fruition. And again, I see that here with the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, or Eight of Pentacles, excuse me. I know I said Seven of Pentacles earlier. Oh my God, I feel so stupid. Eight of Pentacles. So just getting straight, hard to work on something new. This is all new. This is the energy around you. So there's a new opportunity for you to get to work on. I feel like the environment around you is going to be conducive for you to improve this relationship, improve your finances, improve your creative endeavors, improve your love life. I mean, this isn't really love, but with this ace here being the start of something new lines of communication, and really putting all of your work into it, that seems positive for some of you. Well, I don't know. For the aces, for this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Swords, I feel like that could really talk to anybody. All of this is possible. Now, your hopes and fears. And this is interesting. We have the Nine of Cups reversed, the Hangman reversed, the Devil, and the Ten of Wands. So, the first message I get is just slow down, hold up. Some of you might be involved with somebody in either a manipulative relationship, a controlling relationship, or a controlling work situation, or just some of you probably are attached to some habits that you just feel like you are emotionally attached to course, what other way would you be attached to addictions and bonds? Some of you it might be a Capricorn. Some of you it might be a Pisces. Or some of you might have Pisces or Capricorn in your chart. Don't just be involved with something because you think it gives you emotional fulfillment. Don't convince or delude yourself into thinking that something is right for you just because you get emotional fulfillment from it. And you feel tired and you feel drained all the time, but I feel like you're not even acknowledging it. You're not acknowledging it. I really get with some of you, you're in a relationship, you're in a marriage that it's not built on anything solid. And I feel like you're basing your entire reasoning of why you're in that relationship is because you have this attachment to this person, this emotional attachment that only really existed in the past. You probably can't point to anything recently that has been just anything close to what you had when you guys first started. And there may have been little instances here and there, excuse me, of breadcrumbs of love or little gestures. This isn't for everybody, of course, but I feel like in the most extreme case, some of you are just involved with somebody that's emotionally controlling, emotionally manipulative, just, and you feel like just attached to them financially. You guys might have a family. You live with this person. You're married to this person. You just can't just file for divorce all willy-nilly or just leave somebody that you're married to. But I really, really feel like for some of you, you have to reanalyze. This is something you have to let go of. I just feel it. I just feel this. It's just like this overwhelming feeling for me. It's just like you guys have to let this person go. But I feel like some of you just aren't even making that decision. You're just following your emotions. Which sucks because emotions rule the world. I'm a Pisces sun and moon, so I know what it's like. I feel like for others of you, you just have bad habits. Some of you have to be cognizant of some of the shitty mistake or the shitty way you do things. Like you're probably not that organized. You probably, and it's all out of habit. When I see the 9 of Cups reversed, for some reason I think of habits. It's like being, I see it as like a juvenile sort of card, emotionally resentful, I guess is a good way to put it. Like, the world owes me this. For some reason, I feel like that. Or if the world doesn't owe you it, it's just well, I'm going to do it anyway because it makes me feel happy. So maybe some of you are just you're addicted to something. You're addicted to a way of doing things. You're addicted to negative habits that you need to let go of. Tens and tarot are all about completion, endings. Something that is just draining you, that, just something that you need to let go of. I don't like seeing the Hangman reverse. 1, because it looks creepy. And 2, because he's prematurely, again, like I see with the Hermit reverse, you're prematurely just making a decision, a huge decision, major arcana. These are huge spiritual decisions. Huge lessons for us. So when I see a card that's all about patience and taking your time, like the Hermit, when I see a reverse, it's just like you're probably acting too suddenly, especially with how I'm seeing these cards laid out. Because sometimes, let's say you did do your evaluation with this relationship and you're moving forward, maybe there's a next, and you're fixing it, you're trying to fix it. There's another step for you to overcome. There's something bigger that you really that needs to be addressed in terms of your relationship. It's not just finances. It's not just, an unequal, unbalanced relationship. There's also something more. Uh, just the efficiency of the relationship. Is it feasible? The devil is Capricorn. Capricorns are all about efficiency and thorough planning and stability, like all the Earth signs are. So again, if you're not dealing with an Earth sign, or if you're not dealing with a Capricorn, I really think if you're in a relationship, this involves finances. Excuse me, or the very foundation of how this relationship is built. Something that needs to be shed. That I feel like it's just nothing but strife, emotional strife, and like just you don't have. I feel like one of you or both of you don't have the endurance to keep this going the way it is. And again, if you are looking for a new love, there's something you have to do. There's something you need to let go of. Your habits and how you approach love, or your misconceptions, or your preconceptions about what you look for in a partner. Or if you're starting a new creative endeavor, or you're starting a new job, things are going to force you to change your plans. Like maybe the job you're trying to start conflicts with something else you're doing in your life. Gemini is always like have two things going. So maybe you're like working and going to school. There's something there that's going to need to be reevaluated. You're going to have to try to balance your emotional needs with what you can give in terms of what you're able to endure, but also like certain habits need to be, you need to just fall back and get a different picture on how you're going to achieve this and whether or not it's actually feasible. Again, if it's realistic. I'm just going to ask all of you to just use this High Priestess to your advantage. The High Priestess is no nonsense. She knows everything. She's the second card, technically third. The Fool is 0, but, she's no nonsense. She knows about the dark and the light side of her nature as well as everybody else's. But she can also be about illusions. She rules the moon. So you might assume that you know everything. You might assume that, oh, I got it. This is good. Oh, our relationship is fine. This is just a little hiccup. Or, oh, I can totally master this without really rethinking everything in the process. And just going heedlessly into it without, taking the proper precautions. And I feel like even with some of you, like, you're ready to let all of this go. I'm sure I'm talking to a few Geminis where it's just like, you know what? I've done all this, our relationship's on solid ground now, or I cut them out of my life. I'm ready for new love. I'm ready for a new job. I know that my addictions, or my way of doing things, or how I attract people into my life is not conducive for how I want to continue to live my life. So again, here we have the outcome, which is the Chariot reversed. The Chariot is all about taking the reins and being able to guide our life into the proper direction, that where we want it to be. Standing in our own truth is ruled by Cancer. Cancers know who they are emotionally, and they lead with that. And they're no nonsense when it comes to that. So with the Chariot reverse, I see that it's not going to be easy. So, even if you are in a place where you feel like you're ready to move on, there's still yet another obstacle for how to overcome all of this. And if you're in a relationship, there's just a lot of things you're going to have to let go of, you and your partner, that you're going to have to communicate to each other, communicate via counselor, before you're able to get this relationship back on track. And for those of you that are in a new relationship or with a new creative endeavor or a new job, it's not going to be easy. This is going to require a lot of patience, a lot of just, again, restructuring your entire life, essentially, all of your plans. A lot of things are going to have to be cut out and redone. So, this devil is incredibly prescient because the first half of January is ruled by Capricorn. And so with Capricorn, with the sun in Capricorn, I'm not sure what other planets. I haven't looked at the astrology of it, which I probably should have, because I love astrology, and I'm an astrologer first before I'm a tarot reader. But that's going to require a lot of mental just re-strategizing and mental replanning, things that have to be redone in order for you to really get where you want to get all of this back on track. So yeah, I'm going to do one more card just for advice. Oh, there we go. So I have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups reverse. Yeah, so immediately I see that some of you replan, re-strategize. If you guys aren't dealing with an older earth sign, female, or male, in general readings, the gender doesn't matter. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like this woman, like a mother figure, an aunt, a grandmother, she can be anybody, or he can be anybody. They're going to really help you get your shit together. They're really going to help you help you rebuild your life. And if this isn't somebody that it has to be you. There's going to take it's going to take a lot of replanning and a lot of focus in order for you to truly overcome what I see are not insurmountable hurdles. There is a insurmountable hurdle. But I feel like once you are able to shed that, you're going to be able to, that's going to allow you to be able to really steer your life where you want to go. But I feel like if that's not shed, you're going to really have trouble moving on, because this thing, this addiction, this person, this financial mess. Whenever I see the devil, it's just a lot of just that needs to be shed. And especially with this Ten of Wands, something needs to be let go of that you just can't deal anymore. You just can't. And I also have the Ten of Cups reversed. So a lot of you need to wake up. Again, whenever I see the tens in reverse, that's just like, except the Ten of Swords. And yeah, sort of the Ten of Wands. But whenever I see the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, like some of the best cards in the deck in reverse, I feel like that's us deluding ourselves to, thinking things are better than they actually are. Wanting things to be better than they actually are, and not realizing that, not that things are crap, but it's just that, a lot of work needs to be done. A lot of work needs to be done in order for us to truly feel happiness. Because I feel like also with these cards, we're trying to convince ourselves that everything is fine, everything is happy. Ten of Cups being the card of emotional fulfillment, like emotional love, unconditional love, and just like, happy family life or whatever, along with the Ten of Pentacles, which is more like, material wealth, just like total stability. I feel like some of you are deluding yourselves into thinking that you have the perfect relationship or the perfect marriage, the perfect family, or that your life is just nothing but, it's a huge hill of beans or whatever. I don't know how that expression goes, but it came into my mind. But you're convincing yourself of that, and it's draining you. You know you're tired. You know you're not happy. So what are you going to do to fix it? Some of you, I see it as not fixing it at all. But hopefully by watching this video, you're actually trying to figure out what you need to do in order to get to the next stage in your life, and to really make things better for you. And I feel like as long as you just see the truth honestly, not through rose-colored glasses, again, Six of Cups, rose-colored glasses, it's just that something's blinding you to the truth, something or somebody. Man. So I hope this reading resonated with those of you that watched. If it did, please leave a like. Please leave a comment. Subscribe if you want. I love doing these, and I hope to continue to do them. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being my first tarot video. All you lovely Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Risings. Thank you. Bye.